What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Don Rico back at it again with another one. Listen, I'm just going to jump straight into it. I hate this entitled culture that we are in today. And do I really have to go into the reasons why I hate this entitled culture? It seems like everybody's lazy, nobody wants to do the work. And this is one of the common things that I point out on my channel. But again, it continues to baffle me because it seems like this is the direction in which we are all going. And those who are actually intentional are going to win in the end. But honestly, I don't understand it because if you live in a first world country, you are privileged. Especially here in America, you are privileged. You are privileged to have a job. You are privileged to have a home if you have one. You are privileged. And unfortunately, what I'm seeing a lot of the generation or the Gen Zs or the ones who are in their 20s, their early 20s probably, or somewhere around that age range, I'm seeing a lot of entitlement. I'm seeing a lot of laziness. They think that they're better than the jobs that they have. They think, oh, they're too good for this or they're too good for that, or, oh, work, who does that, or, oh, I would rather go home. Listen, if you want to be a loser, just go ahead and say you want to be a loser. Because the way that I see it, the winners that I personally know and that I've seen and look up to, they don't operate that way. They don't operate that way because there's always something that's to be done. They actually value their work. They're actually grateful that they have a job. They actually are pushing the envelope, pushing themselves further and further to shift their mindsets, to actually take necessary actions towards whatever dreams that they have. And it just baffles me that people operate with such unappreciation, no gratitude, unappreciation, entitlement, just lazy, arrogant, and you move that way and you think you get it all figured out, and you really don't. Listen, you don't get what you want just because you're you. That's not how the world works. In one of the videos that I've made, probably the last video that I made, I say people get paid in proportion to the level of value they contribute to the market and or the level of problems that they solve. Unless you're doing one of those two or both, you can't say nothing. You really can't, because you're not even someone that's working to get... You want to be rich, for example. You want to be rich, but you don't want to put in the work, or nor do you want to bear the responsibilities of having that amount of resources. And it's probably by the grace of God that you don't even have access to those resources, because if you did, it will reveal your true character. Because again, here's the secret about money. It's an amplifying tool. It's a tool, but it's an amplifier at the same time. It makes you more of what you already are. It magnifies what you already are. If you're a low-life human being, more money will make you more of a low-life human being. If you're a kind-hearted, giving person, more money will make you more of a kind-hearted, giving person. Money's a magnifier. And because you're lazy and entitled, it's just going to make you more lazy and more entitled. You're not going to really work for that money. You're not going to really invest that money. You're not going to really figure out how it works so you can make it grow, so you can invest it. And then once you reach makes a certain amount, figure out how you can pay less to the federal government through, using the tax code or whatever. You don't want to do all that. You don't want to study publicly traded companies. You don't want to do the work, is what I'm trying to say. You want the babe, but you're not willing to go into the gym. You're not willing to work. You're not willing to work overtime. You're not really to really create a structure or a calendar for yourself to where you can maximize your day. You don't care about any of that stuff. You mess around, you fool around, and then you expect people. And then here's the crazy part. You want to shame people who are doing the right thing, who are being successful. You want to shame them like they don't understand. And you want to have the nerve to get mad at them because these people are doing their job. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And though it may not be anything personal, especially if you work in some sort of a leadership position, Though it may not be anything personal, you're still going to find ways to be mad at somebody for some you're still going to, you're still going to find ways to be mad at somebody for doing their job. I don't understand these people who work in tech, for example, something that I'm personally trying to break into. I don't understand why people who work in tech have such a hard time and act with such trepidation when it comes to going back to the office. Go back to the office. That's nothing. I work like 6 days a week. That's nothing. Go back to the office. I don't want a remote position. Unless I got some bunch of other things going on at the same time to justify having a remote position, I don't want a remote position. I actually like being out and about. I actually like participating in society. I actually like shopping in nearby. I actually like going to the restaurants nearby. I actually like to get to know and invest in my communities. You're going to complain about the commute? The fact that you have to actually go into the office? You make too much money to be crying about going to the office, bro. Talk about entitlement on a higher level. I'm just used to dealing with entitlement from these young kids, these 20-something-year-olds, these early to mid 20-year-olds. They just don't want to do the work. And even some of the 30-year-olds, they just don't want to do the work, man. And then it's hard to find my tribe because I work, I grow, I learn, I adapt, I evolve. I'm trying to be a much greater version of myself. I work out, I learn, I read books, I'm upskilling myself. And it's like very few people are out here actually doing the same thing or something similar. And it's very refreshing. It's very refreshing. I was literally talking to a married couple who are running a franchise business, talking about their entrepreneurial journeys, the sacrifices that they made, the challenges that they faced and overcome, and how in the beginning it was hard, and then they worked their way up, and then now they're starting to really pull from the fruits of their labors. Those are the type of people that I actually want to surround myself with, because those people are about something. Unfortunately, in today's world, most people are entitled. And then you want to get mad at immigrants when they come into this country and they will be successful. They have a work ethic. They come here to achieve the American dream. And they work harder than you. And you were born here. This isn't a video about immigrants or nothing like that. That's not the point. That's not what this video is about. This video is about the entitlement in our culture today and the laziness that is associated with it. That's what this video is about. And I don't understand why people move this way. I don't understand how they think. They want the world. They want the glamour. They want the glitz. They want the money. They want the cars. They want the homes. They want the wives, the husbands, etc. Whatever it is that they want these things. They want the recognition. They want all that. But they're not willing to put in any work, nor are they willing to make any type of sacrifices. They don't want no sweat on their backs. They don't want to work overtime. They don't want to have a 9 to 5 and then a 5 to 9 afterwards. They just want to fool around. They want to drink. They want to party. They want to chase all these girls. And it makes no sense to me. None of it makes sense to me. Because to me, at the end of the day, it's about winning. It's about being elite in this class warfare. And you only care about getting some box. And that's crazy to me. You only care about partying, having fun. You're not willing to make any sacrifices. You're not willing to make an upfront sacrifice or pay an upfront cost to get the life that you really truly want to live. One full of fulfillment and purpose. You don't want that. That's too much work. God forbid that you actually have to get up and go to work. Make the sacrifice. Do what you have to do now so you can do what you want later. Be intentional. You don't want to do that. That's too much work. You're not built for it. And then you want to be mad at people like me that call you out. Yeah, we're going to call you out. You ain't about nothing. You ain't about nothing. You don't even qualify as competition. I'm telling you, once I get my money right, it's over. The character's already there. The body's already there. Everything else is already there. I ain't chasing these women. I'm chasing greatness, bro. And you're worried about their opinions and what they think about you. You can't truly be yourself because you're afraid of what your friends and your friend groups might think of you. Not realizing that you're the sum total of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. If you spend time around 5 losers, you're going to be the 6th one. If you spend time around 5 winners, however, you're going to be the 6th one. So I'm very intentional with who I spend my time with. You don't care. You don't audit your friend groups because you don't take your life seriously. You don't take yourself seriously because you ain't about nothing. You got no purpose. All I'm asking for is, listen, that's fine. Do you. Just stay out of my way. I'm going to take everything. I'm going to eat everything. I'm going to get everything. Just stay out of my way. Just stay out of my way. Because soon you're not even going to be qualified to be in the same room as me. All because you cannot shake off your entitled attitude in this spirit of entitlement. You just can't shake it off. Listen, I talked long enough. I'm running on about 11 minutes here. I'm done. Sorry, I just got to get that out because it just baffles me that I have to deal with this on a day-to-day basis because people just cannot. I'm just going to be frank. I'm just going to be frank and honest. People just cannot pull their heads out of their asses and realize how good they really got it and that they have an opportunity that is staring right in front of them. But they don't want to grasp it because it's too much for them to do. Or it's too much effort. It's too much work. They've already psyched themselves out before they actually step up to bat. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Listen, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one because unlike them, I got work to do. And if you about it, I'm sure you do too. Shout out to you. Deuces.